So it's important to think about 5G as an evolution. If you go back to the days of 3G and 4G, there's various releases that come out. 5G is just in that first release. And going back to LTE, starting off in the early days, it was all about mobile broadband, and people got what they got and they were kind of happy, but they always wanted more. And you got the various evolutions of LTE. Well, 5G is no different. We're on the first release of 5G. There are multiple releases coming down the path. So today, a lot of it is really about enhanced mobile broadband. And so a lot of the things that 5G can do and has been talked about haven't been implemented yet, but they are coming. And so that's where we start to look at various industries and verticals that are being targeted, be it industrial automation, be it drones, hospitals, all those types of things where you can leverage the full capabilities of the 5G network to really deliver those services and new use cases and applications that you can't do today. So I think there's really a fallacy when people think about millimeter wave. In fact, there's really two fallacies. One is, why do I need gigabit per second data speeds? And the second is, well, 5G millimeter wave has very limited coverage. And both of those, as I said, are fallacies. If you go back to the capacity side, looking at the data speeds, well, it's true. There aren't any applications today that deliver or require gigabit per second type data speeds. But what 5G millimeter wave gives you is capacity. So it's not the one guy getting a gigabit per second, it's 10 guys getting 100 megabits per second. It's 100 guys getting 10 megabits per second. That's where the capacity play really comes into play. And if you look at LTE, you look at mid-band 5G, they're very good from a spectral efficiency perspective. It really lacks the capacity that operators need as data traffic grows. Now, the second thing is coverage, and there's this perception that millimeter wave is only going to go 50 feet, or if there's some blockage, it's not going to work. And we've done a lot of testing in that regard, and it's really not true. You can really get great performance or good performance with near line of sight, even sometimes non-line of sight services, especially with fixed wireless access. The other important thing is one of the big use cases we're seeing today is deploying millimeter wave in kind of those hot zones where you really need the capacity. So that's football stadiums, soccer stadiums, NBA venues, et cetera, concert arenas. There you see the 5G millimeter waves mounted on the roof of the venue. It's line of sight, it's a chip shot. So millimeter wave in that sense doesn't necessarily need to have coverage because you're looking at the 5G radio. The audience is sitting right there, they're not moving. They've got LTE. The problem is LTE doesn't have the capacity 5G millimeter wave does.